everyone, today we are on prompt number 23 of Junk Journal July UK, and it is Upcycled. So Junk Journal July UK is hosted by the Vintage Button on YouTube and also by Be Happy Stationery on YouTube. There's also a collaboration between the Facebook group Junk Journal Community Chat Room UK, Be Happy Stationery, design team members and guest designers. So you get a prompt today. I've been doing every day, and on the 23rd, Upcycled. I upcycle loads of things, but today I saw a video this morning by HeARTful, and she was making flags, journal flags, and I love them. So I'm now going to try and replicate that, but I did not have any blooming wooden toothpicks. I know I had some, but can I find them? I cannot. But I did find these. These are left over from a dried up, you put them in a pot with some liquid and it makes things smell nice. Yeah, it makes the room smell nice. So they're left over from that, and I thought, oh, they will work perfectly in my shabby chic journal because it's quite a big journal. I can use those in it. So what I've done, I've gathered together lots of little bits and pieces that I can use to make my flags. I've got these pieces of paper were actually given to me. They're die cuts, and they were actually given to me by my friend Zoe, and Zoe, they're going to be perfect. So I've got those out to use. I've got some plain paper I can cut up, and all I'm doing is cutting it into, you know, roughly the size I might need, and then I can just cut it to the size I want it when I get it on the flag. So yeah, I'm trying not to make them too big or too small, but you know what I'm like. I usually make a fluff of it. I've got some green, I've got some pink, I've got this tissue paper which I'm not sure is going to work, but I'm going to try it anyway. I've got some lace, I've got this card, I've got teeny tiny little flowers, I've got ribbon. The ribbon, I must cut some ribbon up. I haven't cut this ribbon up yet, so I've cut this one up like that. Look at how nicely those colours go together. They look beautiful, don't they? And these are similar to what's in the shabby chic journal, so yeah, I want to use some of those colours in it. I'm feeling a bit, you know, a bit behind with the shabby chic journal because I've had a few issues going on, and you know, looking after my mum and things like that, and I'm just not getting it done as quickly as I wanted to. But I'm all the time making little bits for it, or cutting things out, or you know, when I do some of this, you know, these are specifically for the shabby chic journal. I may make one for my HeARTful one because these would look good in that, wouldn't they? And I've got flowers I can put on it, and I've got little bows that are already tied. I don't know, we'll see how we get on. And yeah, love this, absolutely love this velvet ribbon. Oh, I got it on Temu, you know. Oh, I get loads of stuff on Temu. I've got these, I don't know whether they're going to work. I was thinking I could like wrap it round like that and put it on. It might do, it might be alright in the HeARTful one. I've got lots of little gems and flowers and things to actually put on my flags when they're up, when they're made. So the first thing we're going to do is make the basic flags. Let me just pop this one. I think I've got everything cut up that I need to. If not, I'll have to cut it as I go. So yes, as I say, I've been inspired by HeARTful on YouTube. She was doing these. I watched a video this morning. I don't know when she made the video, it'd be a while ago. It was on my saved to watch list. So we'll make one first for the HeARTful journal, shall we? So I need to glue my pieces on like this, so I'm going to glue that on there like that. So yeah, you get your flags and you glue them onto your flagpole, I suppose, isn't it? I'm using these. You can use toothpicks, you can use, I suppose suppose you could even use barbecue skewers if you wanted one that big, couldn't you? If you wanted a really great big one, you could use barbecue skewers. Yeah, these I thought, oh my gosh, they're the perfect size, and I was thinking, oh no, I'm not going to be able to find anything to do it, but I did, and I will be buying some toothpicks to try those as well. So I've got that. I'm thinking a piece of music paper would look good, but I'm looking for a long one. How long's that one? There we are, let's try that one. Will it work? Yeah, that will work. Let's glue that on then. I mean, mine are not going to look anything like Shanuki, like Shanuki Artz did. I think she's called Shana, I'm not sure. But yeah, mine aren't going to look anything like the ones Shanuki Artz did. But I'll do my best. I'm trying. And now I'm thinking a piece of ribbon at the bottom, and I'm thinking maybe this cream ribbon would look nice. Let's try it, you might not. This is actually self-adhesive, this cream ribbon. It's a bit too much like that colour, isn't it? We really could do with something in between. Yeah. What can we have in between? We need something. Oh, that's a bit too. Oh, that purple might work actually, because I have got little bits of purple in there. I wonder if that would work. Is it going to stay stiff, or is it going to flop about? Yeah, I think that will work. Let's put that on then. I don't know why I don't lay it down really, holding it up in the air like some kind of twit. I do not know. So let's lay it down here like this, put the glue on it like that. It's a really fun thing to do, and it's easy to do, and it's using up scraps, and it's unusual, isn't it? I've not seen anybody make these before. I'm not saying nobody's made them before, but I've not watched anybody make them before, and I watched Shanuki Art this morning. I love Shanuki Art. I watch all of her videos, absolutely love her. And I'm also doing the full deck challenge that she's doing as well, which is a whole deck of cards. You do one a week. She gives you a prompt. For instance, next week's prompt is photograph, so you'll have to do your card with a photograph. It's the only rule, you know. Oh no, there are other suggestions. They're not rules, because one is you can carry something over from the week before. You can have something that you use all the time, a constant. Well, I've not had any of that shenanigans. I just haven't. So I'm going to put some of this on the top of here. I'm going to just tear a little bit out. I thought I'm going to lay it on and see what it looks like. I might change it and decide I don't like it, but I was thinking I could have some of that, and maybe some of these like darker coloured flowers, not the pink ones, not for the Hale Herbology journal. I'm thinking more this sort of colour. Maybe just a couple on there like that. And then I'm thinking something else just there, but I'm not sure what yet. Oh, I've just flicked them all off. Oh, I'm a twit. Just lay still, ribbon, will you? Just lay still, you silly flag. That's it. So I had that, didn't I? And then I need a bee, don't I? I need a couple of bees on here. I think I've got some bee paper somewhere. I'll have a look in a minute. And I've just seen a little... I think with my pliers I could cut this shorter if I wanted to. Make a really nice page edge, wouldn't it? I've seen that little green heart there. That might be a... Oh, there is butterflies as well. That yellow one's pretty, isn't it? Maybe I could use that yellow butterfly. Something like that. You know, you'd fancy it up a bit. And first of all, I need to shape the end of it. I haven't done that yet. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. So you need to shape the end of your flag. Shanuki did hers in a V, but you can do them in whatever shape you prefer. You could just cut them straight across like that. You know, you don't have to do them in the shape that Shanuki did. You can do them in any, whatever you want. And this one, oh, I think that flower's got stuck to that. I'll do this one a bit shorter because I think it's gonna do, and I'm gonna do it just straight across like that. I think it's too flimsy to do the other way, so I'm gonna do it like that. Oh, it's so pretty. And then we'll start again. We'll get the, I mean, I'd go and get a cup of tea if I was you, because I'm going to be here all night with this, aren't I? Faffing. Faffing is what I'm doing. So I'll put that on there like that. Maybe I'll turn it round now, cut that down so that that's more, yep, that's good. I'm pleased with that. And then I can have a bit of green on there. I can have a green flower, maybe just the one. I'm going to try and find a bee actually. I don't know whether there's bees on here. Let me see, let me see. Oh, okay, I found my little bee. I've cut him a bit smaller than he was. Oh yeah, he looks pretty on there. Well, he looks nice on there, doesn't he? We'll have him on there. And then this, I found this honey as well, the word honey. So I might put that on that one. And we could maybe have a pink flower on there. Little pink flower. A little gold leaf. I've got some gold leaves here. And I'm wondering if a bit of lace across the bottom of that middle one would look good as well. Yeah, I'm going to put a bit of lace across the bottom of there, so I'm going to do it by turning it over and gluing it onto the back. That's what I'm going to do. There we are. Love it. So I'm going to put the honey there. I'm going to put that on there with the bumblebee. There like that. Any bits that are hanging over I can just snip off, can't I? Put the little bee on there. And then the flower to attract the bee. I had a different colour. Yeah, I have. I've got a little tiny green one there as well. And then I think I need something for the top of there, something to go across the top of there. I don't know whether those little ribbons are going to be any good, you know. I don't know whether they're going to be too heavy. I suppose the only way to find out would be to glue one on, and you'd have to take it off if it didn't work, wouldn't you? No, I don't like. It's too big for that one anyway. Too big for there. I mean, that's not to say it won't be too big for another one. So we'll have that like that. And I need something to go on there. What am I going to put on there? So I've got some quite brightly coloured words here. I've got that hello life. I like that. I'm wondering if that'll go at the top of there, at the top of the honey. Yes, it's as if it was made for it, isn't it? Let's glue these bits on because I definitely want them on there. And then I want something for the bottom bit. I wonder if I should put the, no, the honey's too big for me. And then let's glue these bits on. So it really is the ultimate thing to play with, and just, you know, experiment and use colours that suit your journal, or use neutral colours, and then you can add other colours in later when you know what you're going to use them for. I know what I'm going to use this one for, which is why I know to use these colours. It's for my Hazel Herbology journal, and I'll show you where I'm going to put it once I've finished making the others. So I'll have to be up there like that, I think. And then we'll have a flower there, it's attracting him. tiny one probably underneath him like that. Yeah. Don't want them two on there. Oh, they're stuck on now. Come off, you devils. And then I want something here, something up there, I'm not sure what, maybe another word. I've got one that says it's me. No, that's not going to work, dear. You can't put it's me on it. I've got hooray, grateful, right now. It's for a journal. It's for a journal that you're writing for yourself, basically. So yeah, I have got some little vases and things and flowers there as well. I could probably use a few of the bits out of here, but yeah, it's meant to be for a journal about yourself. So yeah, I've only got a few pieces of it left because I used a lot of it for my Poland journal. I've just remembered I've got these. I got these from the works, and they had bees on them, and they were really nice little bees, and you can guarantee I've used most of them. But yeah, they have got some smaller flowers and things on as well, like that one there, look, and that purpley one there's pretty, isn't it? I need something either colourful or blingy to go in that top corner, don't I? Not another bee, but I was just thinking, I'm sure there are some bees on. I've used them all, you know. I think I've used them all. Good job I bought two of them, but I imagine I've used them out of the other one as well. Here we are, look, there's a little bee, look. So cute. I like that. There's a butterfly there, there's another bee. We'll keep this one out because, and then I found these. I thought I'll have a look what they're like. Looks like they're going to be massive yet. They're too big. Maybe, shall I try a bit of bling at the top there? Couple of bits of silver, not silver, I think it needs to be gold, doesn't it, really? This is, again, that's silver. Let's try some gold. 2 or 3 bits of, oh, there's some bigger gold bits I've just seen, we'll use them. There we go, I like that, I like them. They're a bit, they're blingy, but because they're a bit transparent, they're not, you know, they're not too blingy, and I wanted like 2 big things there, like drops of nectar, I thought. Oh, I absolutely love that, and I just need something to go on the, do I need anything on the bottom there? Do I? Or can I get away with just having it like it is? Maybe I could arch it down a tad. No, I've glued it on too well. Maybe something like that could go on there, or a butterfly, a pink flower, just hanging off it like that. Or maybe I should just leave it as it is. I think I'm going to leave it as it is. I can always come back and add something more to it later. So let's do another one, and this time we're doing it for the pink, not pink, for the Shabby Chic and Girly journal, and the colours for that are muted lilac, pink, green, cream, that sort of thing. I did think about putting a bit of this on, but I don't know whether it'll be too heavy. Just wondering whether I could get away with gluing a bit on, or does it? No, it looks odd, doesn't it? Well, that one's going in the bin then. So I want the cream like that, I like that. I want this like muted pinky colour, I like that one. We don't want two ribbons though. So I've got that, let's see. Let's lay it out in a line. I've got that, I've got a piece of book page. And then I want some card for the top, that's what I'm on with. I like that card, but really I wanted pink. Oh, I've got this pink here. What am I doing? Yeah, I want that pink there. And cut that, and that book one seems to be rather large, so I'll cut it a little bit smaller than the book one. And let's put them on. I'm going to put the paper one on the top first. Let me show you. I'm going to go paper, card, ribbon, because the ribbon at the bottom I probably won't put anything on like I did the other one. So paper, card, I feel like I could do with a bit thicker card really. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it's getting lost, isn't it? I mean, I know I can cut the paper smaller. That's not a problem. Let me put it up here a bit where you can see what I'm doing. So I've got that there, and then I'm thinking I need a thicker piece of card. That's not thick enough, is it? Shall I try the green? Because I can always put pink on the other paper and that, can't I? Let's fold it in half. I mean, it's not like I'm short of paper. I could always look and find another piece of paper. I'm just being a twit is what I'm doing. So we could have that there, and then the ribbon, or maybe a pink ribbon at the bottom now. We've got that green on there. That would work, wouldn't it? Yes. We don't need the cream one. Let's have the pink one. Oh, we could probably have pink and green, pink and cream, like that. No, that's maybe a bit too over the top. Let's see, we'll put that one there like that, see what we think of that. Actually, I think this one's bigger. So, there we go. Now I'm thinking I ought to have the paper in the middle. Like the plain backgrounded one in the middle and then the green at the top. So I can always, you know, I can cut the paper down. It's not like it's got to be that wide. I can cut the paper and the pink down. Well, the pink doesn't need cutting down, I don't think. Yeah. Happy with that, so I'm going to glue those on. Oh, it's a bit fiddly trying to get them glued on. I don't know what I'm messing about at. It shouldn't be that hard, should it? Let's get them cut to size. Roughly to the middle. It doesn't matter if it's not perfect. It's a junk journal. Yeah, and then this one we can do about there. And then if you think it's not short enough, if you do it, actually that works really well, those three, don't they? They go out a little bit. Yeah, I like that. We'll leave it like that then. And then we need some bits to go on there. I don't know what this is, you know, I think it's bottles of champagne. It's actually quite nice. I think I've got to put something really big on there to hide the glue that I've. So I'm going to put that flower on there. I've put so much glue on that it's made a mess of it, so I want to just cover it up. That's it. And then another thing I forgot to do on this one was to put something at the top here. So I'm going to put a little flower at the top of there, I think. I'm going to put one of these. And there's one already on the flag, so just to top it off. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but I thought it looked really pretty when HeARTful did it, so I thought I'd do it as well. Absolutely inspired me, she did. I was thinking, oh yes, that's going to work perfectly for my upcycling, because they would just have gone in the bin, or I would have used them for staking my flowers. That's what I was going to use them for, you know, putting stakes in my flowers, because and my tomatoes are growing, and I'm actually growing, I'll say it quietly in case they hear me, I'm growing some orchids. I've got some orchids growing. I'm so chuffed. Yeah, right from a bulb. I got some bulbs on Amazon, planted some of them, not all of them, planted 3 of them, and 2 of them have sprouted. So keep your fingers crossed for me. I think I might just put it in front of the flower. Yeah, I like that. That's better. I don't like that one on there. I've decided it's coming off. So I need to just, now I've stuck it to my mat, I need to just cut that there like that. And I'm thinking a word would look nice on there now. What do you think? Where are my words? They're not there, are they? Here they are. Still smiling. What about shine? Shine would look good, and I can cut it down. It says time to shine, so I'm going to cut off the time to bit and just leave the shine, and I'm going to cut it down smaller, and it is white, so it will show up nicely on there, and it'll fit nicely too if I cut it down. There'll be plenty of room for it. It's quite sticky. I don't think I need to put any more. Yeah, shine. So that's that bit done. Now let's do something with the middle bit. I don't know, let's put a bit of lace on that, or on the top one. Or do I put it on the top instead of the bottom? I'm just having a play around to see. I think I'll have it on the bottom. So I'll glue it onto the back. Done that. I've got a lovely green heart there. That's too big for that. Probably. See what else I've got. I have got loads of things. Maybe a butterfly would look nice on there. Or I have got this out because I was thinking a little bit of that might look nice on it. Let's have a look. One bit maybe, that look seems to swamp it, doesn't it? Yeah, that's okay, I like that. That does look a lot better, doesn't it? There we go. And I'm wondering if we need to put like a little Mind you, I think we've probably got enough bling at the bottom there. I don't know if we actually need any more. Maybe we could put that round the top, eh? I bet it would fit round the top as well. Yep, it will. And I can just cut that extra bit off. And we're done. There we are, and then I'm thinking I've got this like pinky honeycomby colour stuff. Maybe I should put a bit of that on there. Let's have a look. It's just, somebody did these die cuts for me. We did a die cut swap and she did these for me. And yeah, they come in handy because they're different to what I've got. So I could put that like that, and then I'm thinking something on the top of it. The trouble is I've got the flowers. I want something different to a flower. Let's see what's in here. A butterfly maybe? I have got a little butterfly there. I could always try it. If I don't like it, I can just take it off. Oh no, I do like that. So let's glue that honeycomb bit on as well then. Oh yes, really happy with that. So that's how you make them. So I've got the two, and I'm going to put one in my Hazel Herbology journal, this one. So let's find a place to put it and see how we'll use it and how we'll attach it into the journal. So sorry journal, I wouldn't normally put you in this. I love it so much, you know. Love it. I always love it, I do. And it's not, I mean, remember, it wasn't my idea. I'm not blowing my own trumpet. I'm blowing the trumpet of Artz. She's the one that did it. You can have it hanging out the top, couldn't you? I want it at the side, or even at this side like that. So, for instance, I could pop it in that pocket, couldn't I? Could I pop it in that pocket? Let's try it. Of course, that tag has got, it's a cute tag, but it's got holes in it and everything's getting lost in the holes. You could simply just pop it in the pocket, couldn't you, like that, if you wanted to. You could use it as a bookmark, really, couldn't you? So that's one. I mean, I've never had or used these before, so bear with me, because I you know, I don't know what I'm going to do with it really. And then, yeah, on a plain page, you could have it at the edge of the page, and you could tape it onto the page, couldn't you? So pretty. I'm so pleased with that, you know. Really do love it. I wonder if I tape it onto the page with some washi tape, or even glue it with my glue. I bet my glue would hold it on if I glued it onto the page. I bet my glue would hold that stick on, especially if I glued the things as well. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to use it like that, as just as a page decoration, and I'm going to put glue on the back of these flags and on the stick all the way down. The glue that I glued that, the glue that I glued that ribbon with has dried and made the ribbon stiff, so it's not like falling off now. So I'm going to glue this one down. You can do what you want. You can stick it in a pocket. You could glue it like I'm doing. You could use it as a bookmark and just pop it in your journal where you're working, you know, have it sticking out the top. There we are, that's worked beautifully. Oh, isn't it so cute? Ah, I might have to make another one of them. But I'm not going to do it now because I'll have you here all night. So, that was my interpretation of upcycling, and I upcycled some of the sticks out of a, I don't know what you call it, it's not an oil, it wasn't oil, it was like a liquid in the bottom of a bottle, and you you stand the sticks in and it comes up the sticks and you can smell it, and it works beautifully. It's lovely stuff. So that's where the sticks are from, and they're perfect for this. They're just perfect. And I am going to be using the rest up and making some more of those. So I hope you have been inspired by this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll go off and have a go at doing this. And remember, you can do it with toothpicks, you can do it with barbecue skewers, or just go to the shop and buy some toothpicks. I hope you enjoyed that and got some inspiration from it, and I hope you will go off and make something similar yourself. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.